At Laboratoire Biosthétique, we have about 1,000 different ingredients that we use in our different products. These are always hand-picked for the job they have to do. This ranges from providing consistency and making the product easy to handle to product protection. That's like stability, shelf life, but also we are talking about our active ingredients and the effect that we want for our individual products. If we consider whether these are natural ingredients, we first have to know that we have 5 sources from which we can procure ingredients for cosmetics. The first source is the simplest, plant origin. The second, animal origin. For us, this would be, for instance, keratin from sheep's wool or beeswax for creams. The third source is from biotechnology. You can compare this to making beer or cheese, where you have bacteria, which in this case were specifically bred and selected to make a certain substance for us. Number 4 that we have is mineral. The simplest example is cooking salt. The fifth source is synthetic ingredients that are all extracted from petroleum. And what we also have to realize is that some ingredients are blends of these 5 sources. So they are not always purely from one source, but come from different sources. Here we might consider how we can create transparency for us to reach our goal of using as many natural ingredients as possible. And of course, this is also important for the hairdressers in the salon and the end consumers who are also very interested in this subject. And we have decided to pay attention to an ISO standard. As you may know, ISO stands for the International Organization for Standardization, who have created standards for many different private and industrial sectors, such as the DIN A4 standard for the paper industry and standards for companies. There is also an ISO standard 16128 that regulates natural ingredients in cosmetics. And we adhere to this. This isn't something we thought up, but instead an international standard by which we are guided. We can use this to rate each of our ingredients, as we did, for example, for the year 2018 in Pforzheim, Germany. If we take all ingredients that we use, 90% of them are natural and 10% are synthetic. The 90% natural origin is our current status. And this illustrates our standards and what we have achieved up to now. The 10% stands for the professional hairdressing quality we have to uphold these days, for example in the field of styling. But this doesn't mean we get to rest on our laurels. We are continuing to work on our development and our goal. But I think we have positioned ourselves very effectively with our range of hairdressing services and products. And now, for the first time, we have also created transparency in our figures, which you can all look at. And I hope that in terms of ingredients, we have taken the steps that are convincing for you as well. This should be also something that you can effectively communicate to the outside world and your customers.